Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Destiny Great Podcast, the all new Inspiring Voice of Life Behind Bars. Want to come on this morning, we're going to touch on some things that happened on yesterday, but I want to let this song roll a little bit before I say anything else, so y'all just kind of listen here.
It will not burn you. When you pass through the waters, they will not overwhelm you. The presence of God is making all the difference in your life. From this exact moment on, I feel you near. I feel you here. Holy Spirit, breathe on me. I came in tired from 1,000 silent battles, with a smile that learned to hide the weight. I carried names, regrets, and conversations that kept me awake when the night was late. I did not have the words to tell my story. I only had the tears I tried to keep. But somewhere in the middle of my weakness,
I want to start out this morning with to all mothers, to all mothers and fathers who has lost a child to senseless violence, gang violence, or any type of violence.
But you were in the room before I called you, and I could feel your
you're not alone.
Begin to stay.
And if it's still bothering you, everything that has happened, you know, we got support groups out here. Not only but even myself. Or we got somebody that you can call. Just reach out. You don't have to do it alone. It hurts. Their babies has been killed, and it's just one of those things. But we're gonna get to that in a minute. But yesterday was a hard day for the Carmelo Anthony family. You know, the news they got yesterday, or should I say the injustice they got yesterday, because there's no way that baby should have got 35 years. That baby could have easily been brought up on manslaughter charges, but the charge that baby with first-degree murder, and do him like that. And to the judge up in Tarrant County, that's wrong. Prosecutors, that's wrong. All you jurors, that's wrong, man. And the biases, man, it's just not no place for that, man. And my thing is, before we get up into it, black people, I don't care where you at, in Texas or across the country, you got to get out there and vote. You got to get out there and vote, man. You got to get these type of people out of office, man. And we can say all day long that the white man this, the white man that, the white man this, and the white man that. Okay, if you know that, then do something about it. Do something to get the white man out of office. Do something to get some representation up in office that you would, feel it's gonna justify or make some changes to everyday walks of life. Because if you don't vote, then this is what's going to happen. This is what you're going to be up against every day, all day. So you got to get out there and do your part. You got to go back to, Martin Luther King. He did all this here so you could have voting rights. And then you don't have, but you don't exercise your voting rights. So Come on, y'all. As a black race, we got to do better. We got to do better because I'm not gonna claim it in a attack on on black people, but I will say that the things that you do is limited, and you will be held accountable for everything that you do as a black man or as a black woman or as a black race. So, in order to overcome that, you got to do what you got to do. So, I'm gonna jump right into it here. I got a question I want to start. I want to ask this morning, and the thing I'm going to ask is, we got to stop fighting against each other. Stop fighting against each other. We got to start pulling together, putting our resources together, spend our money with each other, and quit going outside the box. And y'all know what box I'm talking about. You spend your money the way you want to spend your money, and you do whatever it is that you want to do the way you see fit to do it. But we got to do better. We got to do better with our kids. We got to guide our kids in the right direction. We got to help our kids help themselves because they out there crashing out. And yeah, you know, we can say this shouldn't happen or that shouldn't have happened. You right, you right, you right. But as parents, we got to do a better job of teaching our kids. We got to quit being our kids' friends, man, and start being parents. I remember back in the day coming up, I'm 57 now, coming up back then, you know, you got hit with anything that was in sight. And if you're over 45, if you're over 50, you got a whooping. And there was no harm, there was no foul. You got a whooping. Police was called, police come in and say, do it again. And then they drive off going about their business, man, because that was the era that we lived in. But fast forward to the day, we got young parents that don't know how to parent. We got young parents that didn't like school. We got young parents that all they want to do is fight, smoke weed, hang out in the clubs, hang out all night, drink, hang on the corners. You got parents don't even ask their kids how their day was at school. You got parents don't even notice that their childs are being bullied in school. And when that kid is being one of them tools to class, I mean to school, then it's an issue. Now they want to lock this baby up, or this baby kill someone else's child, and then you got that mother. She's feeling victimized because her baby was hurt. But why couldn't that other child get the same treatment, get the same understanding? That baby was crying out for help. Now, when somebody's victimized, now they're crying out for help. So we got to make it an even playing field out here, and it's got to stop. So, parents, I'm encouraging you to ask your kid every day how did they win when they come in. Just take 5 minutes out your busy schedule. Take 5 minutes from smoking weed. Take 5 minutes from your dude. Take 5 minutes from everything. You know, it goes back to I'm getting ready to start doing a segment called Minute by Minute. Everything happens minute by minute. It takes a minute to think about whatever it is that you're about to do in the next minute. And we got to be just more accountable for everything that we do. if you got a weapon and you're gonna take that weapon to school because you're being bullied, you got a minute to think about it before you put that weapon in your backpack, before you walk out that door with that weapon, and when you arrive at school, you got a minute to think about it. Even when you get ready to pull that weapon out, you got a minute to think about it. And after you've done what you've done, you got a minute to think about what you just did. So I encourage, you know, parents, have conversation with your kids, find out what's going on with them. Uh, I'm guilty of it too because my son, we got to try in some kind of way limit this access to these telephones. I had a conversation with my son last night. Whenever he goes in the bathroom and he comes out, the bathroom rug, it's always just disturbed. I'm gonna put it that way. And then I said, "Hey man, why don't you straighten that rug up when you come out the bathroom?" And the first thing he say is, "Well, I don't look down." And I'm saying to myself, "The hell you mean you don't look down?" He don't look down, but you feel the rug tangle up, around your feet, or you just about stumble over the rug, but you don't look down, and he won't straighten it out. So in the morning when the when the trash, I said, why you didn't take the trash can out to the curb? He say, I didn't tell him. Man, you 16 about to be 17. And he say, I just want to be a kid. You just want to be a kid? Come on, man. What the hell you mean when you want to just man, you finna be a young adult. You finna be 17 in December, man. Take the trash out. Or don't go to the basketball court. Well, I can't be a kid, huh? No. At this point, no, you can't be no kid. All you can be is what I asked you to do. Take that trash out, make sure that rug straighten up, and wash them dishes from now on. Since you don't feel like you got no chores, you just want to be a kid. If I don't go to work for 30 days, them folks don't care about that. All they know in 30 days, they want their light bill money. They want their gas money. They want their water bill money or whatever other bills you got. They want their money. They don't care about all the excuses, man. So goes back to what I'm saying. We got to stop making excuses about our kids. Our kids out there crying out for help. Our kids is crashing out. And what the kids is doing is they can't get love at home, so they turn to the streets. They're getting the love from the streets because things are happening. It could be the way a kid is dressed. It could be the way the kid hair looks, he or she. Kids be wanting new clothes. Mom can't afford new clothes, so they have to go with what they got. And sometimes they're being bullied. And when you bully to them, then our kids are better off. So we got to do better. The next thing I want to talk about is why do hold on, I got it wrote down here, man. Got it wrote down. Why do our black boys act the way they act? Is it the fact they come up fatherless? Or is it the fact that they see their friends, fathers in their lives, and they don't have the same existence there. And it becomes a problem, man. And we gotta do better to help our kids out. Again, you know, I designed my uncle's program to help youth, to help young boys. And I encourage, my strong men out there, if you see a young boy Just speak to them. Hey, how you doing, young man? How your day going? And we just don't know how far just asking that question will take that child, because he may be going through something. He may be on the verge of wanting to crash out and need somebody to talk to and just ain't got nobody to talk to. So we got to do better when it comes to communicating with our young boys. So I encourage all our strong men out there, hey man, grab a young boy today. Just start today, man. In light of what happened yesterday with Carmelo Anthony, he come from a single parent home. He's a pretty good kid, AB student, not no troublemaker, none of that. But we see what happens. So we got a lot of boys out here like that that's doing great things, man. And they make a mistake. They get put in a situation to where they don't know how to handle that situation at the time, and look what happened. But look what these people do to our black boys. So starting today, we're gonna call this a movement. Let's educate our black boys on what they should be doing. Let's talk to them about what they should be doing, and let's talk to them about what they shouldn't be doing. We got a lot of young black boys. I was watching YouTube. A lot of young black boys is in these gangs, and just looking at the YouTube video, man, it'll blow your mind. I encourage everybody, parents, go on YouTube, and I don't know what it's called. You can put on Dallas Gangs, I guess, but you'll be you'll be blown away at what you see. And I'm not gonna say the police is not doing their job or even trying to do their job, man. The police, I just feel they're just gonna let. But if if we don't step in and do something, we're gonna have many, many, many more Carmelo Anthony cases. We're gonna have many, 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 many more Trayvon Martin cases. Many more cases like in South Carolina where the Asian chased his boy down and shot this boy in the back because they alleged that he stole something. When it comes in play, he didn't steal anything. Uh it's gotta stop, man. So our young people they are at a terminal state, man, to where they don't understand how to navigate right now. And we gotta help them. I'm gonna have a talk with my daughter. My daughter, she's at Skyline Law, and she wants to be an attorney and a judge. And she's excelling, she's doing a thing, man. And I'm gonna have a talk with her today because I remember when Jasmine Crockett lost, my daughter was upset about it. And I asked my daughter, I said, okay, Kayla, I tell you what, you 16 right now. So we're gonna come up with a 5-year plan. So in 5 years, you 16, and in 5 years, you'll be 21. That means you'll be a young adult. And at 21, I believe you should be just about done with college then. You should be getting ready to start your law career. But when you see these injustices going on, or you see the laws that are on right, you start writing them laws, then you start investigating. But what I want her to know was, in 5 years, look at some of these lawmakers. Look at their ages. And in 5 years, where you think they be? Some of them will be dead. Some of them might be still in office. But it come a point in time to where time passes them by. They still out here, and they're not about change. They about fueling their pockets, and these outdated laws, it's time for y'all to get serious. I'm not saying that you're not serious, but it's time for y'all to start making a difference in what's going on, so we can bring some type of change, some type of resolution to everything that's going on, so we don't have these injustices when it comes to not just young black boys, but any boys out here. But it starts at home. We got to get our young boys in check. Uh, we really got to get them in check. And I revamped this show to the all new Inspired Voices Life Behind Bars. And I'm gonna I'm gonna reach out to, in light of what happened yesterday. I'm gonna make it my business this week to get some to get my new guest on the show here so they can come in and chime in on, the verdict that took place yesterday, and just kind of tell, from their experiences what this young man might be up against now that they've sent him to prison. 35 years, he have to do 17 and a half years before he come up for parole. And I want to hear from some experts as to what this baby might be up against. And if it's somebody out there listening to the show right now, call in and let us know, if you've been to prison, what this baby might be up against in prison, and if there's any type of protection for this young man, because I seen how startled this boy look, and they saying that he ain't been the same since this happened last year in April. So hey, somebody call into the show 214-254-0221 and chime in and let us know, what the young man is up against, and if it's a such thing as him being protected down there, because his mental state don't look too sharp right now, and I sure hate for him to go down there. He's gonna be scared. He's a young man, and hopefully, he won't be sexually assaulted when he get down there, and hopefully, some of them brothers down there, been hearing about this high profile case, and they'll take him, or even if the state, which I doubt, put him in some type of protective custody. That they just don't care, man. They say he's 19 now, he's considered grown now. Oh well, throw him to the wolves, and then that's bad, man. But damn, man. Yeah, I wish my brother was up so he can. My brother, he did 17 years the last go around. He's been 3 times, and the last go around, he did 17. So he's been out there over 20 years now. And my brother, he's doing some great things right. I think at 20, yeah, he's doing some great things right now. So I want to hear from somebody else. Somebody else. I seen yesterday where Rainwater was calling on, saying, "Hey, okay, you Dallas rappers, you saying y'all always want to represent, and I hope that with the parents trying to appeal this decision here, and if money becomes an issue, I just hope that some of these Dallas rappers that has made it can come up and help, with the defense, because this young boy don't deserve that, man. And it could easily have been either one of us. So don't think that you're not exempt from anything that goes on, because we all know trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out of. So that's that. Another thing, when we talk about mothers, y'all gotta quit. Y'all gotta quit defending your boys. When you know your boys is out there crashing out, wilding out, doing things, and y'all defend. I mean, yeah, you gonna moms, you gonna always love your boys, but y'all hurting the boys when y'all allow them to do what they doing, and you say nothing about it. So why is it like that? Why is it like that? Again, you got to be parents. I don't care if you're young, I don't care if you're old. You gotta be a parent, man. You can't do certain things in front of the young boys because they pick up on it. I see that's not pretty much young boy that ain't smoking weed now. They ain't legalized weed yet, but you parents smoke weed and drink in front of them kids, and them kids, when they not around you, they doing that very thing they see y'all doing, because when you do it in front of them, you telling them that it's okay. And it's not okay. Your only job is to be a kid. You need to stay in the kid's place and act like a kid, but smoking and talking crazy to grown folk, you gotta stop doing that. So yeah. And then men, you men that date these women, and you know they got boys, you know they got kids. Why don't y'all take up with the kids, man? You know what it was like. If you didn't come up with a father figure, you know what it's like. If you see this boy ain't got no father figure, what's wrong with you saying, "Hey man, let me take you. and try to show you, let me show you some love. They just don't do that, man. All y'all want to do is lay up with them mamas, man, instead of head with them kids, man. And them kids need love too, man. Them kids want to be made to feel appreciated as well. So if if we don't change our ways as a black race, and I'm gonna say black race because it happened in our race, but I'm talking about black race right now. I'm not talking about the other races. We're gonna keep getting what we get, and it's bad. So, everything I'm saying today, these my views. I don't care if you don't like it. Oh well, cuss me out. Whatever the case may be. But y'all know I'm right about it. Sure enough, I'm looking at this camera. You know I am right about what I'm saying. So man, let's do better. Let's do better. Come on, we're gonna take calls now. Come on, somebody call in and talk to me. 214-254-0221. That's 214-254-0221. It's bad, man. It's a bad day. Oh, and another thing, educators, teachers, administrators, principals, whoever. Teachers, we got to do better. We got to do better. I see how some of these teachers handle these kids. And school is supposed to be a safe haven. But some of these teachers handle them kids so rough. And then some of these principals, they are so weak. They so weak. And then the principals, yeah, you in charge of a school, but y'all don't even want to listen, man. It's y'all way or no way. Yeah, we know you in charge. That's your school. But what's wrong with embracing outside resources, man? What's wrong with it? It's nothing wrong with it. But you principals, y'all are so. It's bad, man. It's bad. I'm gonna just say DI. I'm gonna call them out DISD. It's terrible. The leadership is terrible. They don't give a damn about these kids. All they care about is a paycheck. Paycheck and bragging rights. I'm a principal. I'm a principal. I'm a principal. And I don't care who hear it. I don't call in and let's talk about it. And let me clear this up. All principals aren't bad. No. It's some great principals. But it's some don't need to be in that position at all. And I recall a time when I heard a principal and teacher talking about a mom that came up to the school. And I pulled out and I say, y'all sitting up talking about and laughing at her, why don't y'all pull her to the side and help her? Teach her, guide her. Tell her what she should be doing. Tell her what she shouldn't do. But y'all rather sit there and talk about her and laugh at her. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. And see, we all know that everybody didn't come up with a silver spoon in their mouth. Everybody didn't come up middle class. Some want it out, some want it in, some want it better. But just because you want it better and you made it, you're not no better than nobody else. And until you realize some of the things that you say and some of the things you do, God is gonna judge you too one day. Because you in power, or you in a situation to do better. You can do better, but you choose not to. When you administrators, y'all know these kids be getting bullied at school. Teachers, y'all know the kids be getting bullied at school, and y'all know the bullies. But what y'all do? Y'all turn a blind shoulder and do nothing. Y'all do nothing, and that's bad. So, shame on y'all. But I want to come on this morning. Inspiring Boys Life Behind Bars. I'm finna get ready to get off since I don't have no callers in. You can comment, leave your comments so we can go back and play your comments. And we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. And we'll do it again on next Wednesday. Inspired voices, life behind bars. So check this out. Here we go. We're gonna get up out of here.
Oh, Jesus, Jesus, oh, Jesus, Jesus, oh, how I love.
Before I get up there, Carmela and the family, y'all gonna be okay. Carmela, he gonna be alright. Yeah, he got his injustice yesterday, but it ain't over yet. The big guy got the last say. So hey y'all, we'll do it again on next Wednesday. Yes, podcast.
Yes, I'm calling on
Let's get on.
Jesus.